It was still dark when her voice split the silence. I woke to my wife standing over me, eyes wide, hands trembling. "What did you say to her?" she screamed. Her words dragged me out of whatever shallow dream I had been in. The suitcase half-zipped at the foot of the bed suddenly felt exposed, like a confession left in the open. My pulse didn't quicken. I didn't rise. I only stared at her, because I already knew this moment was inevitable. The night before, I had quietly folded shirts, slipped the watch into my pocket, and told myself I'd be gone before the house stirred. But she woke me first, raw and panicked, as if she could sense that the balance had shifted. What did I say to her? The question echoed in my head. I hadn't said much at all, just enough. Just one sentence, spoken colder than the winter outside. Enough to break something inside her sister, something that had been rotting for far too long. And now, here we were, on Christmas morning, the tree still lit downstairs, the wrapping paper still scattered, and me lying in bed like a man already gone. It had started with a gift. I tore the wrapping slowly, careful not to draw attention to the weight in my chest. The paper fell away, revealing the box. When I opened it, I froze. My watch, the one I had thought lost. The only thing left of my father, gone a year now. I'd searched everywhere. I'd mourned it like another death. And there it was, gleaming under the lights of her family's living room. Her sister's laugh cut through the air. "Oh, I forgot I took that!" The room laughed with her. A casual theft, brushed aside like a misplaced ornament. But my silence wasn't laughter. My silence was calculation. Later, when I asked, my wife's mother waved a hand. "Don't start drama over a watch," she said. A watch, as if it were nothing, as if my father were nothing. That night, the anger didn't come like fire. It came like ice. I felt my chest hollow out, leaving only the quiet precision of a plan forming in the dark. I didn't confront. I observed. The way her sister's smile lingered too long when my wife spoke. The way my wife avoided my eyes when the subject came near the watch, near the past, near anything that carried weight. I checked call logs, messages. I didn't need proof of the watch. It was already proof enough. Proof of intrusion. Proof of possession. But I wanted to know why. Nights blurred into research. Quietly, methodically, I combed through her sister's posts, her photos. A picture of my wife's hand on her shoulder, intimate, too familiar. A caption that rang false. Always by my side. Always. The pattern grew clearer the more I stepped back. The missing evenings, the vague explanations. My wife's sudden sharpness when I pressed too close. They had taken more than the watch, and all the while I stayed still, the mask of a dutiful husband intact. I laughed when required, nodded at dinners, touched her hand when others watched. Inside, every detail sharpened into a blade. The truth didn't arrive with fanfare. It arrived quietly, through evidence no one else thought to hide. Phone records, late-night calls between them, a hotel receipt under her sister's name, but paid for with our card. I didn't need more. The pieces fit together with a cruel symmetry. That night, I placed the watch on the table between us. "Do you know what today is?" I asked. She blinked, confused. "What?" "The anniversary of the day I realized you were never really mine." Her face drained of color. The silence pressed down. She knew. She didn't even bother to deny it. Tears came, but not for me, for herself, for being caught, for being cornered. I stayed still, hands folded, voice even. "Your sister said she forgot she took this. What else did she forget to mention?" Her sobs filled the space. I felt nothing. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten. That would have given her power. Instead, I leaned in, lowered my tone until it cut like glass. I told her last night, just one sentence. Her breath caught. I didn't need to repeat it, but I wanted her to hear it. I told her, "You were never her secret. You were her mistake." Her body crumpled as if the words themselves stripped her bare. That was the power. Not leaving in anger, not smashing the world around me, but showing her that the one person she thought she could hide behind had already been exposed, shattered by the truth. The watch ticked softly on the table, louder than her sobbing. I zipped the suitcase. Calm, methodical, irreversible. When she screamed at me that morning, asking what I said, it wasn't about the watch. It was about the collapse. The structure she had built with secrets and lies had crumbled overnight. I looked at her then, really looked, and saw only the outline of a stranger I had once called wife. "What did you say to her?" she demanded again. I finally answered. The truth. And I walked past her, past the Christmas tree, past, laughter still lingering in the walls from the night before. The suitcase was heavy in my hand, but my chest was weightless. I had nothing left to lose, only clarity, only freedom.